The world's smartest fence. Halo Collar is a virtual fence inside a collar. Easily create Halo fences right in the app, virtually anywhere. Teach them to keep away from danger and come back to safety. Give your dog the freedom of a life off leash, so they can roam wherever you go. It's a whole new world for you and your dog.
We're about to launch one of the biggest advertising campaigns in HHS history to encourage Americans to use wearables. It's a way of people can take control over their own health. They can take responsibility. They can see, as you know, what food is doing to their glucose levels, their heart rates, and a number of other metrics as they eat it. And they can begin to make good judgments about their diet, about their physical activity, about the way that they live their lives. We think that wearables are a key to the MAHA agenda, making America healthy again. And we are going to, my vision is that every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years.
Wearables can help you know how long you were in deep sleep, how many sleep cycles you got.
So here's my question. What I like about Oura Ring is that you can turn the Bluetooth off, so you can wear it all day on airplane mode. It's still collecting data, and then, you know, at the end of the day, you can just like turn your Bluetooth on for a second, get your data, see how you did or see how you slept over the night, and, you know, without EMF exposure. The other rings that you just mentioned, are you able to turn the Bluetooth off on those?
No.
Okay.
I'd
so see,
probably
then
get
to me,
more-
I would recommend Aura more to my audience than those.
Shalom, shalom. Giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, taught us this truth. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. I'm your brother Tabar Yakwana, coming at you with another video, and Lord willing, it's edifying. I'm going to put in the beginning this thing about this Oura Ring. All right. And I tried to do a lesson on this before, and and it was taken down. I did this like years ago when it first came out, when Chris Paul was doing videos on it or doing a advertisement on it. And so for the record, this is not medical information. This is not medical information. Okay. You know, and just basically going into these wearables, man, and what kind of caught my eye, you know, very quickly was this advertisement for a wearable for your pet, in particular your dog, and you can buy, you know, by way of the app, you can create your own fence for the dog. You know, it's just a collar. It's called the Halo, you know, and they like to use these little cool little, you know, cutesy little names for these things, man. They're wearables. And it's just another step. Esau deals with gradualism. Esau's so-called white man. Excuse me. You know, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Knowing that he hath but a short time, Revelation 12:12, pushing out his gadgets to get people gradually used to this digital world, all right? And ultimately, that's what he wants to do to you. You know, looking at this Halo device, he wants to put a fence around you. Basically give you limitations where you can and cannot go, what you can and cannot do. You know, it's going to be more than just, oh, you get to roam all over the earth, but I don't want you to go past this boundary. He's going to want to get inside of your mind. And we all know that this gradualism, by way of these digital devices and this technology, it all leads up to one thing. It leads up to the mark of the motb, mark of the beast, written of in Revelation 13 chapter in the 16th and 17th verse, right? And so so let's go ahead and just get to that. that not necessarily out of the way, but you know, because that's the ultimate goal, man, for this devil, man. He's a carnal being. That's his blessing, in a sense, you know, carnality, the fatness of the earth. All right. The dew of heaven, talking about Esau, Edom. All right, so this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, forgive me. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay. All right, when you go into the word mark, there is G5480, charagma, which is a scratch, an etching, a stamp, a badge of servitude, a sculptured figure. It's a physical thing. It says a graven mark. But when you drill down deeper into that definition, and you go to G5482, because it says it's from the same as, go to G5482, it says charax. All right. And it's a stake, a palisade, a rampart, a trench. Okay. So that palisade, and this is all spiritual, you know, it's not there for no reason. The Lord is not the author of confusion. The Lord puts these things out there only for his elect to really see. And right. So that palisade is like the delivery system, and in particular that dagger, that needle, you know, enlarged needle, if you will. You know, it's got to be big enough to fit some kind of digital, to push a digital device into an individual. But you know, used to deliver that charagma. But then it says to sharpen to a point akin to G1125. So you go to G1125, it says grapho, right? When you look into the definition of grapho, it says what? To grave, especially to write, figuratively to describe. It says describe, written, write. So like writing, written. Okay, so that's going into the instructions that's going to be on your chip. You know, all your medical records, all your information on yourself, man. All your contracts that you got to sign with the government. You know, your driver's license, all your permission that these devils have yoked the people up with, all the paper stuff that you put in a file, all that's going to be on your digital tracker, and they're going to push it inside of you. And now, you know, they're going to basically put in the cell phone or the file system into you, so you're not going to have no excuse. Oh, I lost it, or, you know, I can't find it. It's in you. All right, and you go into certain parts of that device. You know, it has tissue bonding elements to it, so that, you know, I'll just take it out now. It's the shit done bonded to your body. Okay, and if you take that, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Going to get that grievous mark, as the scriptures say in let's see, where does it say that? Revelation, the 16th chapter, and the second verse. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Again, these wearables, you got the RFK. He's talking about, wearables. Give me a moment. Right, so, RFK, he's talking about wearables launching the biggest HHS, I think that's Human Health Services or whatnot. They always got some kind of, they're going to be launching a program, and he says within the next 4 years, that he wants, and it's going to be the biggest in the history of HHS. We looked that up. Department of Health and Human Services. That's it. All right, Department of Health and Human Services. Biggest campaign in years, ever. Within 4 years, he wants everybody wearing a wearable. It's not the C-hip, but it's just one step closer to it. Then you got these Aura Ring people. They already been on deck. I already spoke about that. And they talk about the EMF that comes off of. We're just reading about that noisome, grievous sore. And these people are gonna get because you already get EMF from these things, man. The lady, and I'll put it. The lady talks about EMF from devices that you can't turn the Bluetooth off of. Just trying to pick the right wearable. One you can turn the Bluetooth off, and the other ones you can't turn it. It's steadily. So you're sleeping and you stay constantly connected to a cell phone tower or whatever, a data tower. Crazy, man. And it's the world of people. It's just the evolution of the world. We're making America healthy again. This is another one of their agendas, right? Make America healthy again. An American populist slogan and political movement led by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is serving as Secretary of Human and Health Services in the second Trump administration. Slogan echoing "Make America Great Again" phrase popularized by Donald Trump, which we believe is Nero coming back in the reincarnation. All right, that cruel Lord in Isaiah 19. It says, and his ideology reflects a focus on public health issues, so forth and so on. All right. EMF, we know that stands for electromagnetic fields. The earth has it, and these electronic devices have EMF. All right. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to end it off with this, man. We'll get Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. All right. So never trust this devil. All right. Let's grab. All right. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right. And Satan is Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Playing the part of Satan or Shaitan in the Hebrew on the earth, all right? Playing the part of spiritual demon Satan. So wearables, one step closer to the motb, part of one of Esau's strategies, gradualism. So, Lord willing, that was edifying, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shai, Ba'ashem, Chak, Wadash, double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and shalom to the elect.